Hey guys, it's Roger, and I know it's been a while, so I wanted to give you a treat. I wanted to bring back story time with Roger. And I have a smaller story, just a pretty quick story, but it's still a really good one. And I wanted to tell it to you and also tell you about what I've been up to lately. Now, this story happened a few years ago, and I actually completely forgot about it until a friend mentioned it to me the other day. And I was just like, holy shit, how the fuck did I forget about that? And so what happened? This all started with my friend who had a job interview at the hospital. He was going to be working in like the dietary department, you know, just like working with the food. And he didn't have a car. And so I offered to give him a ride to the job interview. And so I take him there, and so I've got a bunch of time to kill. So I just start wandering around, like I hang out on my phone for a little bit, and then I walk around, and then like right outside the hospital there's this like, I think it was like 5 or 6 story tall parking garage. So I walked over to it, and I was just walking up the levels, and I go to the top level, and right off the side is this like steel I-beam kind of thing that just sticks out and has like a support cable running down. And I was like, this looks kind of cool. So, you know, I kind of just like stared at it for a little bit, and then eventually I just climbed up on the ledge and walked over to the end of it and sat down, probably like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 feet up in the air, and just kind of sat there just dangling my legs off the edge. And I sat there for just a few minutes, just kind of enjoying the view, because I actually had a really nice view of my hometown. Had like, it was up on a hill, big valley, looks really nice. And so, hanging out there for a little bit. And a few minutes later, some hospital employees come out, and one of them walks up to the bottom, like right below where I am, and they're like, "Don't move. Someone's coming up right now." I'm like, what? What is going on? And then, like a minute later, another employee came up to the top floor where I was, and they're like, "Sir, just sit there. Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just hanging out." And they're like, "How are you feeling?" I'm like, "I'm feeling just fine." They're like, "Don't move." I was like, "I'll come down." They're like, "No, don't move until we get someone else out here." And I was like, "No, fuck that." And so I just climbed back over, and they told me that they got at least 10 calls from people that were staying at the hospital in their hospital beds that there was someone out on the parking garage about to kill themselves. And like, what I didn't realize is where I was sitting, I was in full view of one entire side of this hospital, and they said that they got like a whole lot of calls saying that someone was outside about to kill themselves and that they need to get out there. So I was just like, no, I was just hanging out, killing time. And like, when I finally, they brought me back down to the very bottom, and I had to like explain that to like so many people, because they were all like convinced that I was suicidal. I'm like, nope, that is not true at all. I was just bored. And I could tell, like, they're like, "Well, why would you do it?" I'm like, "I was bored, I had nothing to do." And I could tell one of them was just like, "My God, this man is the coolest man ever," because he decides to hang out in a suicidal position when he's bored. And so I had to go inside and like talk to one of the head people in the hospital and explain it to them again. And I was just like, "Dude, it's not a big deal. I was just fucking bored." And then they're like, "Okay, fine, we'll let you go." And so I went back out to the car, and I just hung out there. And then finally my friend came out, and I explained to him what happened. He was just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Because that's how things normally happen around when you hang around me. Maybe not that crazy, but a lot of crazy things do happen. And so that was my story that I enjoyed. What I'm going to be bringing more stories back, because even like my roommate was like, dude, whatever happened to story time with Roger? You don't do it anymore. I was like, I'm busy, and like I've got some really good stories that I'm just like holding on to, waiting for the right moment. And if I keep waiting for the right moment, it's not going to come. So I'm going to be bringing some more of my good stories, and I've been getting some other ones. I mean, ever since I came back from South by Southwest, I've been just like so busy with everything, so I haven't had time to do this. And even when I have had time, it's just like not something I want to do. But even South by Southwest, I had a lot of really good stories. And so hopefully I will have the motivation to start putting out more and more videos. And I've been talking to other people, and I'm actually going to be collaborating on some things, doing videos with other people. And so I wanted to let everyone know that I'm still here, and I'm still awesome, and that I love each and every one of you. And so that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.